You said never let me go. You said never let me go.
Hello viewers, welcome to Tiema Home Lesson channel. This is a place where chemistry is made easy for your understanding. We run the WAEC and IGCSE syllabuses that will help prepare you for WAEC, NECO and UTME examination in Nigeria and the International General Certificate of Secondary Educational Examination for candidates that want to study abroad. Our lessons are structured based on our scheme to capture the three grades of learners, which are grade 10, 11, and 12, or SS1, 2, and 3, respectively. Today we are going to look at week 2 lesson, and we are taking the first topic of week 2 SS1 lesson, and we shall be talking about the particle theory and state of matter. Particle theory and state of matter. And in today's lesson we are going to look at the meaning of the particle theory of matter, the basic particles of matter, the state of matter, and the properties of state of matter. So you are highly welcome. For you to be able to understand what you are going to do today, I will advise that you watch our previous videos on week 1 lesson. So check the description box of this video. You see a link to the previous videos. We have lesson 1 and lesson 2 for first week. Alright, thank you, and you are highly welcome to today's lesson. Now, particle theory of matter. Particle theory of matter. What does it mean? It is a theory that suggests that all matter is made up of tiny particles, which could be atoms, molecules, or ions. It is a theory that proposes that all matter is made up of tiny particles, which could be atoms, molecules, or ions. Now, outside this, these particles are constantly moving. The particles of matter are constantly moving and so possess kinetic energy. Alright? The particles can also be arranged in random manner or in a regular pattern. The particles are also held together by weak or strong forces of attraction. The particles are held together either by weak or strong forces of attraction, depending on the state of matter. Then matter exists in 3 states due to the arrangement of the particles in them. And the basic state of matter are solid, liquid, and gases. Solid, liquid, and gas. But there are newly added state of matter that are recently discovered, and these include plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. Okay, these are newly discovered. Now let's look at properties of state of matter. The solid state of matter, what are the properties? It has a fixed shape, it has a fixed volume, the particles are arranged in a regular pattern, the particles are closely packed, the particles are held together by strong forces of attraction, the particles can only vibrate about a fixed position, they cannot translate, they can't rotate. Alright, let's look at the properties of liquid state of matter. The liquid state of matter, it has a fixed volume. It has no fixed shape. It takes the shape of its container. The particles are not too closely packed. The particles are not too closely packed. The particles can slide past each other. And liquid state of matter cannot be compressed. Now, gaseous state of matter. It has no fixed volume, no fixed shape. The particles are arranged in random manner, and there are weak forces of attraction between the particles, and a gas can be compressed. A gas can be compressed. Now let's go over what we have learned today. The topic is particle theory and state of matter. Particle theory and state of matter. Then what is particle theory? Particle theory of matter is a theory that proposes that all matter is made up of tiny particles, which could be atoms, molecules, or ions, and that these particles are constantly moving, and so they possess kinetic energy. They are constantly moving, and so they possess kinetic energy. And their kinetic energy is proportional to the temperature of the substance. The particles can be arranged in random manner or regular pattern. The particles can be arranged in random manner or regular pattern. The particles are held together by weak or strong forces of attraction depending on the substance. The particles are held together by weak or strong forces of attraction depending on the substance. Then matter exists in three states on the basis of the arrangement of the particles in it. Now, basic particles of matter, we have said that there are three basic particles of matter. There are three basic particles of matter, which are atoms, molecules, and ions. Now, state of matter. Matter also basically exists in three states, which are solid, liquid, and gas. But they are newly discovered state of matter, which include plasma and Bose-Einstein's condensate. Now, properties of state of matter. Solid state of matter, it has a fixed shape, it has a fixed volume, the particles are arranged in a regular pattern, the particles are held closely packed, the particles are closely packed, the particles are held together by strong force of attraction. The particles can only vibrate about a fixed position. They cannot rotate, they cannot translate, they cannot move randomly. Now, liquid state of matter. Liquid state of matter, it has a fixed volume, no fixed shape. It takes after the shape of its container. The particles are not too closely packed. The particles can slide past each other. And then liquid cannot be compressed. Gaseous state of matter, it has no fixed volume, it has no fixed shape. The particles are arranged in random manner, and the particles are held by weak forces of attraction, and so a gas can be compressed. Now test yourself, what is particle theory of matter? Particle theory of matter. Okay, I'd like you to write about three statements on particle theory of matter. What does it mean? That is number one question. Number two, state four properties of a solid state of matter. State four characteristic properties of a solid state of matter. That's question two. Three, states three characteristic properties of a gaseous state of matter. State three characteristic properties of a gaseous state of matter. Thank you very much, and see you in the next class. Bye-bye.